comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Springs forward with the drive rush. Gets him. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player one chases him down. Free glove. Can't tech the throw. Side switch and ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a grip. Fires off the Chernobyl. Going in, fools them and locks them in embrace. A real test of nerves here. The pre-glove skewers him. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Solid anti-air. All the throw connects. Jump. Tilts him and takes a swing. Knocks him out of the air. Fights back with authority. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. The throw doesn't connect. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Turns out. Catches out the cage right there.
Meaningless efforts.
Treads them with a critical one. But the smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Forward rush. Dangerous range here. Very nice grid lock. Player won't burn out, but they may have a plan here. It is over. Player two.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Fight with all your heart!
An honor, to be sure.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Here. Break through. Here. Here. Here.
Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player two has the life lead.
Here. Break through.
How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Taking stock. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter.
Perfect KO.
Round. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes for the jump in. Free glove. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Blocks the impact. Player two is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Spikes them with free glove. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive repairs. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Oh, burnout triggered. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very stone cold embrace. You can't block those. Fools them and
Nice.
locks them in embrace. A quick breather. In there. Player two took no time to finish that fight.
Special match. comes a new challenger.
Oh my god, Chun-Li.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book.
Away.
Uncomfortable space here. Can they keep each other on the edge? Player one has the life lead. Jump in, finds the mark. Taking stock. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Gets the jump in.
Away. Here. Away.
Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Fires off in overdrive.
Here. Away.
Player two got completely shut out that round. Can they make a comeback? Nails the anti-air. All right, what's coming up next? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other up? Experiencing burnout. Player one hits them with a stop and pop. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Miraculous grab. Will we see a drive impact? Knockout and zones with the fireball. Reaches out with the light. Burnout activates. And it's a good spot to use the super. KO. Here's the final round.
TNT
The real fight
T
starts
by
now.
fuck.
Final round.
T by fuck.
Dan Terry hits him with a stop and pop. Ups the damage on that. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return.
Here comes end.
Oh no! Caught by the interdiction! Doesn't matter how far you run, he's gonna get you! And the damage is unreal! We see it burns out! This can lead to some big damage! Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout! Reads the jump in perfectly! Player two needs to drop some hard! Somehow manages to block the jump in! Jumps! So fast on the air throw! This may turn into a big chance. Player one is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we're gonna go in with a rush. Clutch anti-air. Player two has, gets the air throw? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Player two can't use any drive food. Gotta play it safe.
Take that shit, Chun-Li. Fuck your mother.
What is gonna be watching replay?
Here comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
Hadouken!
Tries to bait him with the projectile.
Hadouken!
The combo's there. Player one is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player two with the life lead. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jump in finds the mark. What are they thinking here? The jump in is denied. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Getting into the end game now. It gets. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit. So they, burnout triggered. Easily escapes that throw attack. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Hits him with a stop and pop. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. A drive impact could end it all here. Knockdown and still scrapping for control of it. It's a good spot to use the super. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here. Drive boosted Hado and whiffs. They're wide open. The fighters return drive rush to keep it going. Burns out. Can they create an opportunity? Oh, burnout triggered. This is a critic off for the critical art. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
What a finish. That was catch and hand.
Here comes a new challenger.
HP maxed. Side
Manon.
quest done. And the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player one in that dangerous burnout state. No good up high. Perfect air-to-air. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Both fighters have no meter. Who's going to make the first move? Well-timed command throw there. Takes a trip. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Peppers them with a psycho blitz. Hits them with a stop and pop. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Hits them with a 1-2-3. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps up. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Blocks the impact. Will we see him? Springs forward with a drive rush. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Oh man, better look away because when Ed's training in the chamber, it can get very ugly. What'll happen here? Time to reassess the situation? Not much movement. Drive rush to keep it going. Excellent block. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Forward rush. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Drops those. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? They push their way out of the corner. Oh, could be the start of something. Will we see a drive in? Sets up with the jump in. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
No! This will break them! Player two catches out the drive for that OD cycle uppercut! Oh man, this tries to act quickly but with the attack! Player one is on the brink of disaster! This can lead to some big damage! Psycho Blitz wakes them up! They've got about half life left! Crowns them from above! Solid anti-air! This is gonna hurt! Oh, here we go, drops it hard! Reads the jump in perfectly! What are they gonna do? Closes in! The drive time to make them famous! Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. The impact gets blocked. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Can't tech the throw? Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Gets them. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The grab misses. Jumps up, covers them with a psycho blitz. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Hit them with a 1-2-3. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. A quick breather. They've got the meter for a drive impact. KO. Player 2 brings it.
Manon. Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Oh, whiffs the grab. Goes for the command grab.
Here I come. Oh,
Gets a good read on their opponent. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. There's a corner switch. Both players with no drive in the tank. Taking stock. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 1 chases them down. Oh, easy tech. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? All right, what's coming up next? Reads them. Will we see a drive impact? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Changes the pace with an air-to-air.
Oh fuck.
Not shy with the grab. No life left. They gotta mind the drive sequence too. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Player 1 looking to plan them with a pile driver. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Hits them with a stop and pop. Big throws. What'll happen here? There's a change of side. There's the wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Not much life difference. Player 1 needs to use the ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Connects with the throw. Back to the corner. Are we gonna play impact kick? No! It's too much. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
here I come.
Pumps the brakes on the impact. Get ready to be thrown to the side. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here, experiencing burnout. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. What's next? Big time whip. Here comes a big combo. Okay, he crowns him from above. This is a gigantic punish counter on reaction. Player 2 can't let this simmer. Oh, yo, raw super here. Hugs nothing but air. That's gonna leave him rattled. Oh, they got him. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Looking to plan them with a pile driver. Long low attack hit. Player 1 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? All right, what's coming up next? Oh, talk about overextending. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Ronquan takes them off their feet. Reads them. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. They've got the meter for a drive impact. They both back charges forward, looking to
Fuck.
with a punch. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Not shy with the grab. Target locked and scoop. Lifts them with the wrong palm. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 will have to hit them with a stop and bomb. It's a good spot to use the super.
This is your
Big clothesline to knock them down. Ooh, yeah, kick in the gut. Setting them up for the Storm Buster. Ronquan takes them off their feet. Hogs nothing but air. Crowns them from above. Oh, the power they do. It's gonna turn out some big damage. Part ballet, part judo, and all styled. Player 1 drops them to half, closing the gap. Almost no drive gauge. The low kick hits. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whip punishes. Player 2.
JT. Here comes a new challenger.
Oh my gosh, Takuma.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Experiencing burnout. Dakuhado. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they're still in there.
Take that shit.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Jumps. Drive rush to keep it going. Will we see a drive impact? Revolve? What'll happen here? Pounding them with the Lachuka. Can they stand the heat? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2, big time whip. Back to the corner. Are we gonna play it? Turns out. Getting it all on the truck. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Drive rush to keep it going. Dashes up. We use anime for this cookout. Amazing. Oh, they took the bait. Scrambling here to avoid that no way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Oh, here we go. There, drive rush. There's a burnout. Goes to the air. Did we see a drive impact hit? What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters.
Stupid fuck.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
Here. Here.
Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Blocks the jump in. Knockdown. Okay, creating some space here. Trying to figure out who will make the first move here. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop it. Life lead opens up. Player one chases them down. A little too greedy there. Gets them. Player two hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Holds out with the block. Okay, they trade hits. Player two kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Both fighters planning something? Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? Dashes forward. Barely blocks the jump it, brushes that off and keeps going. Good instinct. It's a good spot to use the super interdiction. Nothing's gonna save them now. Say goodbye to that life bar. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Time to reassess the situation. Nothing but air. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Doesn't check the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. In with the phalanx. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Dashes. Barely blocks the jump in. Player two is in a burnout activates. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player one has an empty knew the throw was coming. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Spikes him with three gloves. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Oh, here we go. That's more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Wants to close it out in style, but is it enough? Now you know. What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike.
Oh, what the fuck, man? I'm losing like fucking water ski by.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Checking their opponent. Jump in finds the mark. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Throw whips. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? From up above. All right, what's coming up next? Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Goes for the super arm. Life lead opens up. Does a good job of pushing back. Knockdown and KO. Player two hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The jump in is denied. Jump. Good job blocking the jump in. Hits them with a stop and pop. Uses their drive to maximize their damage, experiencing burnout. Player one has the burnout activates. Quick breather. 3-volt ices them. Still slugging it out at this range. Going in. They just won't stop switching sides. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. The last round. It's now or never. Knocks them out of the air. Put the exclamation point. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. It's the interdiction. They've been waiting for this. This could change everything. Play it burnout, but they may have a plan here. They throw a burnout. Do they mean to do that? Are we gonna see a comeback here? No! This will break them. Both sides getting ready. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Drops them hard. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Are you kidding me?
Fuck your mother, David.
Has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Challenging you.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Blocks the jump in. Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. They were looking up. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Very solid corner switch. Baits them for the air throw. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is their KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Going in, roughing up the brushes that off and keeps going. That combo did decent damage. 3-Vogue, still slugging it out at this range. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters, no! This will break them! Even the front tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. The drive impact doesn't work. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? In there!
Mother,
Player 2 brings it home.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Fight.
There we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 with the life lead. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Trips them up. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Knockdown. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Surprises them with a drive rush. They break things off to take a quick breather. Taking stock. The pressure is so intense. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Can't tech the throw. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and player 2 has the life lead. Can they use experiencing burnout? Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Jumps. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 2 is what baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 1 uses the gauge for a super arm. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Good breaking, betting it all on the what a finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a jump in. This unleashes some big damage. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Both fighters are desperate for meters. Player 1 is on forward rush and whips. They're wide open. Jumps. Here comes the corner pressure. Oh, here we go. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Sets up with the jump in. What's next? Crowns him from above. That corner is stuck. This is gonna hurt. A wheel turns out. Closes it out. Player 2 gets.
Fuck my mother.
It's time to see what
Bye.
both fighters have in store for us today.
Here's
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Starts with a jumping.
away.
Well-timed command throw there.
Break through. Here.
Player 1 has the life lead. Mono relies on boosting that metal level up to secure better damage. They're gonna need to work in some grabs somewhere. What are they thinking here?
Away.
Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 chases them down. All right, what's coming up next? Neither of them willing to back off here. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Takes a trip. Player 1 burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Transverse. The hit gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing.
Round 2.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1, Jake looking to impress with this super. There's a change of side. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 has an empty drive here. This is a very precarious situation. Will we see a drive impact? Notice good decision with that throw. Oh, here we go. Player 1 sets up with the jump in. What a finish! Player 2 gets the...
Here comes a new challenger.